here. He made it back. He's safe, free, and happy. We're so excited to see him. Everybody's motivated, and they can't hold us down. We are on the mall. Look, guys, look. Let me turn you around. We're on the mall. We're holding the ground. I just got a text from one of the drivers from Washington. Yeah! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Let me hop around you. Welcome back, brother. Hey, welcome back. Good job. Way to take the pinch. You know what happens. Welcome back.
Yeah, now you have in common, right?
That's right. We have even more in common. I already looked up to him so much, you know.
I heard you got pinched today.
Nah, it wasn't nothing. It was like a little pat on the back.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It won't deter us, and it's going to bring the Patriots out.
Yeah.
You know?
If you want to fight and not expect to get punched.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, you're fighting if you don't get punched. Probably shouldn't be fighting. Right.
Let's all come off the road, right? Let's be safe. Santa, thanks for coming, man. It's great to see Santa back. And he's been in command, but he's here on the ground with us. He's a good field commander, right? He shows up in the field to support his troops, right? The people who have showed up to support this movement. That's leadership. Hey, Raptor's been doing a great job, Santa. He's been doing a great job.
He still didn't get no sleep, poor guy.
I know.
He wanted to lay
Good
down
evening,
after
everybody.
the 6
What's
o'clock
up?
meeting and the 6 o'clock meeting with the
That's right.
8:30.
Yeah.
Sandwiches, nasty ones though.
Santa, this is my friend Scott. He's a firefighter and EMT in Loudoun County. He's helped us the whole way, the whole time. And he's standing in security.
Yeah. Thank you. I told this before the interview on screens, but
No, he's got a great light.
her phone cell, this concrete bed. I was so tired. I only slept like 40 minutes the night before. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch out. And I slept a little bit. There's a guy crying in the cell next to me. I think it was him crying. And what was funny was the lady officer there. She was turning up one side and down the other. She said, I want to make a phone call. She said, what number do you want to call? He said, I don't know. I got to get my phone. I don't know any number. She was turning loud about it. Well, the guy came out and interviewed me. He says, is there anybody want to call? I said, yeah, I need my phone because I don't know one phone number. He started laughing because I know. So he got my phone. They were really good. They were really good. Got my phone. I called my mom. And I called Christina back in Canton and told her what was going on. Had her start trying to arrange legal representation for me. So I think they wanted to keep me out for the week. And thankful for that great judge that sits down there. He said, no, I'm not going to hold him.
Good.
He said like a $500 bill if I didn't return.
Okay, good.
We're good there. So anyway, 2 detectives came in, one from Maryland State Police, really good guy. Then there was a detective from DC Metro. He was unreal, man. He had like long, shoulder-length hair, had a Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt on, a pair of shorts, a pair of flip-flops. I mean, he's straight out of a TV show back in the 70s, man. He was awesome. And we got to talking and read my rights, and then they said, do you want to answer questions? I said, I've got so much respect for you, but at this time, I will not answer any questions till my legal representative is here. Never answer questions. Never. Even if they just get to chit-chatting with you, never answer questions, because what they're going to do is they're going to take it and twist it against you. So anyway, after that was all, the DC Metro, he says, what would you mind just talking to us, not about the case, but just talking to us about what you're doing here, what your plans are, what you hope to accomplish, and maybe we can help you. I said, yeah, I'll go talk to you about that. About an hour-long conversation, and just, being able to explain why we're here, the inversion of our system of government that we have now. We need the states to be the powerful government and the federal government to be small. About halfway through it, he looks at me and goes, this is not going like I thought it was going to go. He said, I thought you'd be very combative and very antagonistic. He said, I appreciate the tone. of what they're saying. I like what they're saying. So he was a really good guy. So I'm actually reach out to him tomorrow and maybe find us a better place to park or trucks can come back in and stuff. So that's what he's talking about when he's talking about, you know, he'd like to help us. So, you know, we'll work with them as much as we can, but we still have to be effective in what we're doing. So, I like what we're doing here. I really wished I could have spent the day with you guys yesterday. Trust me, I wish I could have spent the day with you yesterday. I was not expecting that. I had no idea there was a gun. I had absolutely no idea. When he let me off, I thought he was going to give me a threat. He had not. That's what I honestly thought was going on. I thought, ooh, you know, something's coming down the pipe. Then I seen all the cops around. I'm like, oh. And matter of fact, when he told me, he says, I've got an arrest warrant for you from Maryland. I said, me? Yeah. So, but anyway, the second cell they took me to was more like a prison, individual cells, and it was instead of being a concrete bed, I moved up. It was just a metal bed, no blanket, no pillow, no mattress. I am so sore. I'm sore from my neck down to my ankles, and I'm exhausted. But it all went good, and
The grass is comfortable.
I am telling you.
What cell were you in? What cell number with the metal bed?
I was in cell number 2.
I was in 1. Okay, I was in 1, 10-4.
Yeah,
But you're number 1.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I was in cell
No,
number
you're
2.
number 1.
What was funny was I was actually in, I think, cell number 8 upstairs. There's a bunch of people already there when I got there. So in the middle of the night, he wakes me up.
Yeah.
And he says, let's go downstairs. And I thought, whoa.
Here we go.
4 cops, you know, standing there waiting on me. You know,
Take you to the room with no cameras.
this is that movie I've seen.
Yeah,
you
10-4.
Where the fat guy gets, you know, and I'm ready to spill the beans on all of you. I'm just going to say, you know, hey, look, you know, that spider dude, I'm telling you, that's the one you got to watch for. You know?
Uh-oh.
So he took me down, and they're I don't remember having to be that cautious, but man, they're very, very cautious. Everywhere I went, I was in cuffs, or there was like 4 or 5 cops with me.
That's right.
So evidently, they think I'm some kind of threat. But they took me downstairs. They said, this will be quiet.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
That's nice,
There
right?
was nobody down there. I was completely by myself. And so I got on that bunk, and I actually did get to sleep for about 45 minutes. Slept really good. Slept really hard. It was only like 8 guys. We must all got to sleep at the same time. 8 guys, and they were still living it up, man. They were hard. Oh, you know, I was like, oh, here we go. And it was actually funny to listen to it. I don't know what they've been doing. They all got to listen to it. But anyway, this one got up. And I will tell you that flex cuffs are better than the regular handcuffs.
Easier to break out of anyway.
Well, they're just a lot more comfortable. And a paddy wagon is nothing you want to ride in. It's not even fun to sit in. And then what was so funny was when they got a bar in there, it's a padded bar. And when they raise it up, this other bar comes down and blocks the wall. And so they got me. There's 3 other guys on this side of me. They put me in last, and they raise that bar up, and it's just right up against my chest. And I look over, and everybody else is about this far away from the bar. I was like, this thing ain't helping you guys at all. They're just bouncing back and forth.
That's
I'm
right.
stuck in, you know. I'm like a Lego. I'm in there, you know.
Joe, where's Jesse?
So this was the day I had. Anyway, went to because it was an extradition hearing. I was handled by federal marshals, and man, I've got just tons of respect for federal marshals. They're the top of the line. And this guy, they had us all walk up and put us against the wall and started searching us and stuff. And the marshal that was behind me before he started searching me, he came up around me and he said, "What did he get you on?" I started laughing. I said, "Traffic violation." He goes, "Okay." She said, "I know you." And I said, "Oh, you do?" He goes, "Yeah." So he started searching me and done all that kind of stuff. And wasn't a strip search. It was just
Aw. They're lost, Santa. They're lost.
I offered.
10-4.
I was like, hey.
He's a gentleman. You'll see the calendar in 2 months, folks.
I just threw up a little bit in my own throat there.
It's a winter type of calendar. We'll get it to you.
So then they put me and one other guy in a cell by ourselves, and the rest of them were in his first cell.
Is he
And
good
the same
leader?
guy walks up and he starts talking. We're talking about 20 minutes, and they're following us. They're watching him. And he was really excited. He was, you know, he's like, again, guys, what they done was right. You know, it was, you know, there's nothing wrong with what they done. How they done it, you know, it was a little bit iffy in my world.
I would say it was grossly inappropriate,
But it was staged.
shocking, and appalling.
It's what it was supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
It was supposed to be shock and awe. Do I look shocked?
Absolutely not.
Do I look awed?
Absolutely not. We're right here.
I'm not shocked. I'm not awed at all. You know, again,
It's a good leader
I'm
right
just
here.
not. I came here to do a job, and I'm going to do that job to the best of my ability, and that's, you know, that's where we're at. So anyway, yeah, it was staged. I mean, they found out. We already knew that they knew we were coming that night. We already had intel that said that, you know, they knew we were coming, what time we were coming.
Why are they in camp,
So,
Joe?
when we got here, they had, you know, that day, that's when the 5th is when they put out the warrant, started working on the warrant, and they waited until we got parked, and I'm thankful that they let me finish my cup of coffee, because I was really enjoying it. It's the first cup of coffee I've had in a while, and so I'm sitting back and just drinking my coffee and enjoying the scene, listening to everybody have fun, you know. But man, I missed the rest of the day. I hate you guys. But thank you guys for standing your ground and for being wise. So we have to be wise, you know. When you got somebody getting arrested, we have to. We're going to have to do better. Some things we got to work on. When they come and get somebody, you know, it's okay to. We want our message to go out. That's the time we put our message out, because that's when we're going to have the highest viewership of any time that we're doing this. So when they're putting handcuffs on somebody, start giving our message. You know, why we're here. You guys understand that what we're doing is a monumental task. This hasn't happened overnight, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. I told the detective, I said, this is a behemoth of a ship that is sailing in the wrong direction, and we're not just going to turn it around in a matter of a few days. What we're doing now is we're beginning to nudge it around. We want to get back, you know, the states as the states' rights being supreme and the federal government being small. That's not an easy task, guys. Look around us. They have built an entire city on what we have right now. It's erroneous. It should not be like this, but it is. There are buildings that cost millions upon millions upon millions of dollars that have been built to house this bureaucracy. Do you think they're going to give that up easily? No, they're not. So what we've got to do is we've got to begin to educate the American public and let them know that what we have is not a constitutional republic. We have a form of constitution, but what we've got right now is we've got bureaucracies that are destroying the lives of American citizens. And it's not elected officials. It is the EPA. It's the FDA. It's all of these other
World Health Organization.
Well, that's not.
I know it's not here, but they're making the rules. They're following here.
And we're in league with them to a certain extent. But these bureaucracies that are here, they have a purpose. I'm not saying they don't. They have a purpose, but they don't have a purpose on a federal level. They have a purpose on a state level. If a state wants an FDA, if the state wants an EPA, if the state wants to have abortion, you know, the list goes on and on and on. The states can have that. If the people so desire that to be, then that's what the states are allowed to do. But the federal government, we've given them way too much power, and now they're wanting to take the last bit of freedom that we have and make us virtual slaves in our own country, in our own houses. So that's
Somebody was pulling in.
so
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
I just hear.
Is Rodney Dangerfield and Caddyshack right there?
But so it's not. It's not an
I was
easy task.
trying to cover
It's not
you.
going to be a quick task. It's going to be a very arduous and And when I say costly, I don't mean financial. It's going to be a very arduous and costly endeavor. So it's going to take a lot of heart. It's going to take a lot of guts. It's going to take a lot of stamina. And hopefully it doesn't take me getting arrested again, because that sucks. I'm just going to tell you. But,
I got some news tonight that may make it easier for us. It has to be verified. Supreme Court has overturned the election results and made Trump the official president. It won't be announced until the justice
Didn't
families.
happen.
Yeah, come on,
Didn't
man. It's not
happen.
worth our time. Don't even. Yeah.
Well,
No way in the world.
It's
Didn't
not
happen.
verified yet,
No, it's not at all
It's
verified.
not going to be verified.
Yeah, it's
but
not a
it came
thing.
from fairly credible sources.
Hey, Shane, I've got something that's confirmed. I got 10 big trucks coming. I've got Tate, I've got Little Tate, and I got Bruce coming.
cool
They're on their way
beans.
right now.
Awesome.
They wanted to make sure you knew, you know.
Oh, man, that's
So
great.
at least 10 big trucks coming all the way from Washington. They're coming with Jeff from East West.
No.
Then we got Sean and Paul coming. I talked to them late, and they're coming with people. And 2 other convoys have left as well. So we are to be reinforced. We
Sean
are to be
made a video
reinforced.
today that, man, just touched my heart. He sounds fired up.
He's a
man.
hell of a driver.
Yes,
I
he
talked to
is.
him late last night. He has our back.
I
We
got
have his.
I got Pastor Tony on the phone. Hey, Pastor Tony, you're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're on about 12 different live streams right
Yeah,
now.
it's like tens of thousands of people.
Oh, he's watching it.
Ask him which one. Ask him which.
Which one are you watching?
You know what to say.
You ain't getting no $26 off me, I'll tell you that. You come and pick it up, I'll give it to you.
What live streams you watching?
I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Which live stream you watching?
All of them.
Good, that's the right answer. Yeah, he's softy.
Oreos, I think. Okay, well. Quincy's black conservative preacher is a little upset about that. I can see it.
You can't even see him right now. It's dark out here.
What's because you got your light on? If you turn his light on, I can see him better.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for answering our call. Santa came out tonight, right, to let everybody know he's in the game. He has this in hand. He's been
To the
working.
American people, those who donated to that Gifts and Go, I don't even know how to say thanks enough. I didn't know anything that was going on. I didn't know if you guys were still here. I'm telling you guys,
Hold the line.
my phone, I missed it. All through the day, I'd reach for my back pocket. I'm like, it's not there. You know, it's just not there. I didn't even have a belt, much less my phone. You know, and I was holding my pants up. And that same officer, the same what is it, Marshal, U.S. Marshal. He was so kind. He saw me, have to hold my pants. He went and got a zip tie and put it in between 2 loops and tightened it up.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
I was like, thank you, man.
That's what Trucker G does. Yeah.
It was bad. And these pants I've lost.
Hey, G, you
I've
ought to be
lost
here
so
this
much weight. I
weekend.
know it doesn't look like I've lost weight, but I have lost some weight. These pants are just, I take my belt off and I was like, they said, you have to give up your belt and your shoestrings. I said, really? I said, man, don't let my pants fall down. Because I was in handcuffs. I was like, don't let my pants fall down. Please, God, don't let my pants fall down. So, and what was cool was when they took my mugshot. Has anybody seen my mugshot yet? Are they supposed to? Yeah.
Did you smile?
Oh, yeah.
Rosy red cheeks?
Absolutely, I smiled. Absolutely. He said, close your mouth. And I closed my mouth. And
I smile too. They say, close your mouth, no teeth. And I'm
yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yep. Absolutely smiled.
You ain't gonna make me not smile. So, my phone has been blowing up like this ever since.
As soon as they took you, we told them, we're not leaving until you're free.
Hello? I heard that. Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, man, watching you on live stream. Hey, glad you're out. You got reinforcements coming, brother.
Who
That
is
sounds
this?
like Paul.
This is Paul.
That's Paul. That's Star Card. Paul, it's X-Ray. I got you, dog.
I just wanted the live streams to hear who you were.
He's one of the guys I just told you about. He's coming from Texas.
Yeah, I'm glad you're coming,
He's
man. I
deadheading.
appreciate it.
I wonder if he'll beat Samuel here.
Yeah, 10-4. Hey, you can count on my people. Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? He said he's coming from Texas. He said, I wonder if he'll beat Samuel here. That's good.
I don't have an ELD. I can beat anybody.
Okay, all right. Hey, listen, you drive safe, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you tell all those patriots there to hold that line. We're coming, and we're going to win this. We will not quit. We will not surrender. Freedom!
10-4. We got truck drivers coming, people. They're calling Santa to say they're coming. That's Paul. I talked to him last night. I know it.
I love you too, brother. You be careful, man.
Safe ride, Star Car. That's right. He's one of the 10. And he said he'll recruit the whole way. He said I'm going to recruit the whole way. He dropped a load in like Tyler, Texas, and he's deadheading here right now.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
No, we got a spot for him.
Oh.
I think. Pending Santa's approval and pending the conversation with the local Bears. But Raptor can,
Yeah. And Raptor, thank you. I've heard so many good things about security and
There
stuff.
it
You
is.
stepped up and what you done. Raptor's had my back for a long time, and I picked on him, man. I picked on him awful. And he takes it like a trooper. Just keeps on going. And thank you, man. I'm proud of you.
He's done great. Raptor. Good job, Raptor, man. Way to hold the line, Raptor.
Appreciate him.
And everybody else, I don't mean to single him out, but Raptor's our security. He's the one
That's right.
got his finger on the pulse of what's going on. So 2 or 3 times that day, I was sending messages about things I was seeing, and he was Roger doing it. Don't say much, but I'm glad he's.
He was the glue.
That's what you want with security. Yeah, that's what you want.
Let's hope this doesn't happen again. What they're going to do is they're going to try to discourage us by tactics just like this.
Tightening the noose.
Yeah, they're wanting to discourage us and to break our spirit. And like I told you, if you remember back a long time ago when I first began talking about this, when I was going through my training in a life a long time ago, they taught us a lot in the prison. They teach you a lot about surviving edged weapons, because that's most of the threat that comes to somebody that's working in a prison is an edged weapon, a knife or a shank. And I remember one of the lines the guy said. He said, in a knife fight, don't be surprised when you see blood.
Everybody gets cut in a knife fight, 10-4.
Cut in a knife fight. And he says, especially if it's yours, And so I began to train my mind to think that way. Don't let it take you out of the fight, because it's a fight for life at that point. Somebody's got you. You're in a fight for your life. And so don't let it take you out of the fight. And more importantly, don't let it take the fight out of you. So in this fight, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to want to take. This has been going on since I turned my phone on. I had 96 texts. No caller ID. This may be somebody we don't want to hear from.
Hey, just so you know, there's a Christian church right up here. Oh.
Yeah. You're on live stream with a bunch of people. Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to say I'm glad you're out. And Orca's a fucking queer.
I didn't hear what he said. Who is? Oh, I got you. Yeah. 10-4.
There's no caller ID.
Samuel. Yeah.
He's in the backyard playing with his Hot Wheels trucks.
So David's Tent is a church that runs 24 hours, 1 block up. I wandered in there today, knocked me to my knees for an hour. I cried like a baby. I swear to you, they came and prayed around me. You can walk in there anytime you want. It's live music all night. It's called David's Tent, 24 hours a day in DC. And I think that's a sign. I think it's a special thing. I think it's saying, that we came to the right place here in DC, and you're 1 block away from David's Tent Church. That says something, You went in the Lions Den, you come back out.
Yeah.
It's a synchronicity.
That's right.
A sign from God.
I think so.
That's awesome.
It's tough to believe in coincidence.
They can't crush our spirit. We have God with us.
That's right.
You can't let them. You can't.
I believe in God and Santa.
Don't believe in Santa. Believe in God.
It's not the Easter Bunny.
This is.
There better be some good gifts. I had to wear a mask.
Yeah. I looked back in that crowd and I saw all these people wearing masks that I knew did not want to wear a mask. Of course, I had one on too, so I can't say much.
Oh,
I'm in a belly chain with handcuffs and leg shackles.
Oh my God.
Wow. I know that.
Over
feeling.
traffic violations?
Yeah.
I mean, the U.S. Marshals have to secure their prisoners, but my goodness.
One size fits all.
Do they force you to wear a mask?
Yeah. Now, when we were in the cell, you know, we take them off, and when we went to the courthouse itself, we had to all wear one. Yeah, it's pretty eye-opening experience. It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't horrible. Could have been a whole lot worse.
Want the Ritz?
But it's you know, the good thing is I'm not going to spend the weekend in DC Metro Jail.
10-4.
You know, the places I was at was not the DC Metro Jail. They were holding facilities for court and stuff like that. So I had a private room everywhere I went, pretty much. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a pretty big deal with this. I get my own private room even at the jail. But you know, that was a funny photo. I knew it when I see no caller ID. I'm like, that's what that is. I knew it.
Oh, he can check
I
that
forgot to
off.
ask him which one he
Yeah,
was
that's
watching.
funny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you should have. I'm sure it's
That
mine.
would be the double tap.
Yep.
I knew it was coming.
I figured you were reaching for that vape every couple minutes. Respectfully, I was like, Santa's gonna be pissed not having that vape.
Oh, you know what? Didn't even miss it.
Is that so?
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't have a hard time with it.
Good.
Now when I got out,
Good.
I was like, I need a hit, and looked around, and said, anybody got a cigarette? Yeah. And wow, man, cigarettes. I'm down to 3 micrograms or whatever it is of this stuff.
Milligrams.
Is it milligrams?
Yep.
So somebody gave me a cigarette. And it was a movie.
Tasted like crap, didn't it?
And I hate to taste the cigarette. I hate to smell a cigarette. I hate everything about a cigarette. And I smoked about 2/3 of it, and I felt my hands begin to tingle, and I got dizzy. I'm like, oh, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
They gave you a special cigarette.
I got my fix, you know. Don't take much nicotine for me now.
Hey Santa, what do we know about Big D?
Big D, he could go either 2 ways. He could be out as early as tomorrow, but I'm hearing that West Virginia courts are really backed up, so it may be worse than what I experienced. I was able to get in early, and so we'll just have to wait and see. I hope it's not a long, drawn-out process for him.
The sheriffs were really good to him.
Yeah.
They were very good.
All the sheriffs there in what county is that again? Berkeley County. Berkeley County sheriffs in West Virginia have been stellar.
I was told that he was advised to take the extradition because of how backed up West Virginia courts are.
Yeah. So he probably won't get out as quick as I did. I don't know if it's the same for West Virginia as it is here. I'm sure it is. But
Disturbing.
they have
these.
3 days to come and get you after you accept the extradition.
See, I think from the conversation I had today, I think the only way is if he gets lucky and he gets picked up in the morning, they could still do a case at 1 in the afternoon.
I hope that's the Elkhart group.
This is Bob Pete.
Yo, I'm not gonna cut this short.
Hey Bob, you're on a live stream with about 7 or 12, 15 live streamers.
Okay, you guys make it back down there?
Yep, we just pulled in.
Okay, listen, we're on the way to head down in the morning, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Would you let Joe know?
Joe,
I have some stuff for him.
Joe, Bob has some stuff for you. Joe, Bob has some stuff for you. Where's Joe?
He's watching the stream.
Joe Bob Outfitters makes great lowers, and they're in Kansas. So if you want an American-made lower for your AR, that's the way to go. Joe Bob Outfitters.
So anyway, I had to come down here and see you.
We're so happy to see you.
They're just wondering if you've decided what DC Metro is going to get in their stockings this year, Santa.
I will be special gift
Yeah.
for DC Metro. There'll be green bologna and cheese sandwiches.
10-4 and some train horns. Roger. Train horns for the cruiser.
Yeah, they handed me they handed me 2 of them sandwiches when I first walked in, and I took them back to the cell with me, and I'm like, oh, I just can't eat this tonight. So a couple hours in, I started getting hungry, so I pinched off a bite of it, and I threw it out of it. And the cell I was in first had the toilet flush, but it had no water in it. And so I had that little cup of water, it's about this big, a little small, like Dixie cup of water. I just kept it, just was sipping on it just to keep my mouth wet. And so then they put me down in the cell below, and I forgot my little cup upstairs. But thankfully, it had water that you could push, and it would shoot up for you. So, but man, it tasted awful.
Tasted like a run off Lester's boot. If you know that Folsom Prison album, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I couldn't hear any trains. So. It was, all in all, it was, here's what I love. Over and over and over and over, they try to hurt us. We've seen it from the beginning. But over and over and over and over and over, when they try to hurt us, they end up helping us every single time. My resolve is stronger than it was this time, the other night.
10-4.
I have more grit in me right now than I've ever had. And and the American people, I mean, look at what's going on. I mean, number one, what we've shown is that we're willing to do this. And that's what the American truck driver especially has been looking for. That's what the American patriot has been looking for.
10-4.
And they're coming. They're coming. And I said this from the beginning. If we come in and we stay strong and we don't back up and we're willing to take the hit, wherever it may come from, it will show the American people that we're serious and they want to follow a serious movement. They don't want to look. I'm over 17 weeks into this, and the only reason I'm still here is because somehow or another out in California I rose to leadership. And when you're leaders, you just can't go home,
That's right.
And but there, if I was still, just driving and waving a flag, 17 weeks of this would be hard to justify if we weren't doing anything. I really believe we're starting to see a monumental shift in the way we're going. I'm talking about, I believe we are going to start seeing the government change. This has been going on.
That's the right number.
We're certainly going to see the citizens change.
We know this, Patriot.
Hey, brother, you're on live stream with about 72 live streamers right now.
Oh, I know. I'm sitting here watching.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm happy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And I got something to tell you and the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Miss Q and I have been spending all day working on the best way to get you guys to stay paid. And we're going to make it happen. So just hang tight. Hold the line, brother.
10-4.
We will, brother. I thank you, man. You've been a great patriot. I appreciate your.
Someone called and they've secured a way for us to get food.
Jailers, are you, for that food?
No green ham, 10-4. No green bologna.
I don't have any green balloons.
Okay. All right, man. You're cool, man. I'm with you all the way. Yes, sir. 10-4.
You guys take care down there tonight, and I'm going to see you real soon.
All right, baby. I appreciate you, brother.
Give everybody a hug for me.
I'm not going to hug all of you.
Love you, Patriot.
Good job, Patriot.
All right, man.
Blessings to y'all. Good night.
Good night, brother.
Saying on a serious note, were you able to get your truck back, and was there any damage to it? I have video of it striking Brian's truck. I think his fog lights cracked, and then the officer fled the scene there. Did you talk to them about that, or have you seen your truck?
I didn't know anything about it until it was over, but I haven't really checked out my front bumper that much, but I heard it was the back bumper. So I went back there and looked, and the back doesn't have a bumper really. But I didn't see any damage on quick inspection. Of course, I might have to be a little bit more thorough.
And the fire truck may have black paint on it, they think,
Oh,
but not 100% on, But that's what I heard is on the video as well.
I was just
That video, that guy bumping Brian and then going.
I was just so anxious to get out of that impound lot that I just left. And then when I got back, I stopped and got McDonald's on the way back. I was starving to get out. And by the time I got back to the camp, the food kicked in and the lack of sleep had kicked in. And so I crawled up in the bunk and slept for about a half an hour, just passed out before Oreo picked me up and brought me back. But so I will have to check it out a little bit better. So yeah, I've heard.
And did you give them permission to drive your truck? Serious question. No. So you didn't give them permission. It was involved in an accident, and then they fled the scene of a crime.
The only person. I'm good. I mean, thank you so much. No, I would. There's very few people in this world I would give permission to drive my truck.
10-4.
My truck isn't like, that truck there is not like my Ram. Anybody can drive my Ram. I don't care. But that truck
It's a beautiful Kenworth, new Kenworth.
That's my dream truck. I've dreamed about that truck since I was 23 years old. I was saying 22. It's actually 23 because in
He's told me this before.
1989. No, in 1988 when I started driving. I was born in '65, so it was 1980. I was 23 years old when I started driving. So that truck. I had a Kenworth cab over. That was my first truck, and the guy in our fleet had a big long nose Kenworth, had a coffin trunk on it and stuff like that. But I was so envious of that truck, Looking back now, I'd like to have a little flat. Those things were cool. I don't know if I'd want to drive. I'd like to drive it like this, in protest. But
Not over the road, maybe.
You're sitting right on top of a steer tire, man. It just beat me to death.
And you may or may not be aware that Shelly broke her arm.
I heard.
And one of the patriots here brought her home, took care of her, got her a shower, took her to the spa to get a hair wash and everything. She's going back to Ohio for surgery, and she'll come right back here.
I'm amazed at the spirit of people that are here. It's amazing.
She really took a fall. I watched it. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, prayers for Shelly's recovery.
When you saw Taco Joe
I looked back out in that crowd as I was walking out. Of course, I'm nervous because I don't know if I'm going to spend the weekend in jail or not. So I'm a little nervous. But I scanned over the crowd and I'm like, some of these people look familiar, but they all had masks on. I was like, that looks like Oreo. That looks like Rose. Oh, that's Taco Joe ain't even here, man. But Taco Joe was here.
That's right.
And it was so good to see him.
10-4.
10-4. It's thrilled. Quincy, we got to sit down and do some. We've been wanting to do that we did it one day in the truck,
Right.
and it was phenomenal, man. I enjoyed that. But we're going to sit down. We're kind of so glad to have him Taco Joe back.
10-4.
It's real.
We also have a lady that flew in from Maine today to join us.
10-4. All right.
It's awesome.
Plumber and Mrs. B are here.
Yeah, I seen him walk up there.
That's right here. Hold the line. Plumber and Mrs. B.
Yeah, appreciate him. It's just amazing the Patriots that have responded. But what I love is the Patriots that responded from day one. When we were still, a lot of people didn't understand what we were doing, and so they didn't join us right away. And that's fine. I told X-Ray. He called me, says, "Should I come out now or should I wait?" And I said, "Well." He's the first one I told about July 4th. I said, well, how about being here on the 1st since we're going to do this on the 4th? He said, 10-4.
Yeah.
And so, there was no sense to show up and just sit on a hot parking lot for this. We had enough people we almost had enough people to do what we were doing. I know sometimes, our core community was really stretched thin. Victoria the other ones testified to that more than myself even. But there were times when they were working, 12, 14 hours, 18 hours a day. You guys done it. You guys pulled it off.
Victoria's really done wonderfully too. Yeah, 100%. We'll tell your channel tomorrow.
I hate to sit and do nothing, and I think time is so precious that you want to make use of every minute that you have. Time's like money. Once you spend it, it doesn't come back. And so we spend our time, I believe, wisely. A lot of people made fun of us. A lot of people mocked us and things like that. But that's okay. You gotta be bigger than that. And don't be discouraged. I'm now starting to see some really funny memes about my arrest. I look forward to seeing
You see the nipple one
No,
with the smile? They sent it to the police chat. Yeah. Yeah.
Try to find out. But yeah, what they don't understand was I was fully aware that I would probably get arrested sometime in this movement.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware I'll probably get arrested again. And thanks to the wonderful American people, with the money they raised, I figured out I probably can get arrested at least 7 more times.
Good.
Maybe 7. Thank you everyone. I'm humble, totally humble. It's been fun. This is it's fun to do something worthwhile with your life.
10-4. 10-4 right there.
There's a lot of people out there who are living empty lives that don't know about this. But if they knew about this and could come in here and join with us, their lives would be so much fuller.
Just telling you guys.
Matt and Jody, we met them in Indiana. Oh, there he is. We met them in Indiana, and he began to tell about, because Jody is not doing any housework and supper isn't ready, and so what it was she found something that was, making her life feel more important. And then they come out here. When we met them in Indiana and we left, she was crying, we were crying, didn't want them to leave. And they come out twice now, and just you can see where it's doing something in their hearts. There's something about this. I don't know. I can't describe it all. I can't explain it all. But this movement does something to you. It makes you want to be better. It does. It just makes you want to be better. What is it?
Here comes the President's Patrol to make a lot of noise while we're on live streams to show everybody how badass they are. No local motivators. Come on, across. Here you go. All right. Thanks. Good. You're right, man.
All day there's been a lot of things.
I have a comment here that says, Santa Union movement, right? Us here on the ground, we are the best example out there of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. The whole world is watching and cheering with misty eyes.
Oh, I like that.
10-4, right? 10-4 to David.
Praying about what to do next. Anybody got any suggestions?
Yes, sir.
We'll take them into consideration.
At your convenience, sir.
Just stay as long as possible. Oh yeah, we're here. There are some pretty major rallies this weekend here, protests. So we need to be aware of that and be prepared for that. Abortion rally.
Women's, what is it? Women's Rage of Summer, Women's March. It's called something like that.
You guys know you're on the National Mall. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. So.
We did what the other convoy couldn't do or didn't do.
Well, they did their job. They got us started.
Yeah. They stirred things up.
Carol Burton wants me to give you a hug from her.
Oh.
She's one of your mods.
Yeah, Carol's a sweet lady. She's always embarrassing me on that thing. I haven't done a live yet since I got out of the joints.
Do you get any tattoos in there?
Don't be asking me stuff on live stream.
Oh, 10-4, 10-4. You already know how to barter for everything. You probably had flaming yellow. No, I'm just kidding.
I went in with a couple packs of smokes, man. I lived like a king.
Sam's making prison jokes.
I,
He used to run the ball, run
remember-
prisons.
I remember they would take they outlawed cigarettes in Indiana prisons.
Oh, wow.
In the mid-90s, something like that. It was a government thing. The government gave them so much money that they would do it, so they done it. Just like all bureaucracies do. So I thought we'd have riots, man. I thought, man, you're going to riot and it's going to be bad. But they didn't. The reason they didn't was because the guys they buy a pack of Class A cigarettes. They get a pack of Class A cigarettes for $20. That's, paying the officer to bring them in. So anyway, I saw guys lose their entire career bringing in smokes. But then they take them back into their cell and they take rolling papers and you split that Class A cigarette into 3 cigarettes, rollies, and sell them for like $5 a piece.
Wow.
So these guys were making a killing, man. Where a pack of Class A cigarettes.
Sounds like Oz.
In the beginning, you get a. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I've had some gourmet hamburgers made on an illegal hot plate in prison. They used to bring them down and I don't know who it was. I don't know which inmate it was. They'd bring them down and there'd be 3 of them, so there'd be 3 officers on a shift. They'd put 3 of them on the desk there. Be gone, it's kind of like Christmas. And I was all excited about that.
Meat cookies.
Until one day, one of my officers found a guy coming in from the kitchen and saw something that made him want to shake this guy down. He was concerned. He began to shake him down and found 5 pounds of hamburger in this area of his body. And I was like, I've been eating these hamburgers, saying these are gourmet hamburgers.
Sure they weren't meatballs?
After that, after that day, I just
That was the good one.
That was what he did,
yeah. After that day, I just somebody wants a sandwich,
Hot dogs.
I could not eat anymore. I was like, I'm done. I don't know if they all came in that way or not, but I wasn't even thinking about how they got it in there. I was just thinking how good they were. So.
Well, there's another place could have been worse.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys.
We got to rest you up so you can lead us
I'm
on.
exhausted.
We got to rest you up, sir.
I'm sore from my neck to my ankles.
Yeah.
So my legs are huge.
Hey, I'm glad you're back.
Simon's here.
It's awesome to see you. I'm really glad you're back. Right? Yeah, I think we're just pending your approval and write comments, right? Expectations.
So what's the plans going forward for tomorrow?
We'll stick here for a while.
Hold the ground.
I've got to be in Maryland at 8 o'clock Monday morning. So
yep.
I'll be rearrested then. And he said to come early. That way that hopefully they can get me through the court system and stuff and get me out tomorrow or Monday.
That's Rockville District Court.
Hey guys, if you can look up Rockville District Court, go get your Santa gnomes from your garden and go put them on the courthouse stairs. I want Santa gnomes everywhere when he goes in there.
Turn yourself in and all that. They have a commissioner right then and there.
Yeah, I got all the information for you.
It happens quickly.
Okay, cool.
You have to be there by 3 o'clock.
Yeah, before 3 o'clock.
So I won't need to eat breakfast and get.
How about this? I'll make you some hamburgers.
Yeah, I'll bring you the meat. Yeah.
Meatballs and hot dogs.
I'm for.
You guys get right in the head, man. The only thing worse about you guys is me.
I prayed your ride home back because we were riding with Josh.
Did a great job. He was fine back there.
I was going to nap on the way back. I brought my pillow and everything, and then I got watching videos of my arrest, and got kind of excited and couldn't sleep. So
And was it my pillow?
it's of my pillow.
We ought to get 100 My Pillows sent down here. Maybe 1,000 My Pillows. We get 1,000 trucks. Hey, you get a free My Pillow when you show up to our rally.
And make sure you guys
You
go
know.
to BCP for your code to save up to 66% off.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool beans, man.
Cool.
I bought mine at full price.
All of that was caught Shelly going off the fire truck. That's on her video.
Oh, is it? Did she go off because my truck hit it?
Yes.
No.
No?
We thought at first, but after
There was about a
She was
foot-
trying to
yeah.
pull her phone out. She turned around, saw the truck coming, saw police officers, 2 women, female police officers came towards her, and she just went down. I think she was trying to get her phone out, and the shock of the police officers coming towards her and your truck being stolen took her to the ground. Fractured her elbow and her arm. She has to have surgery. She refused to go to a DC hospital. She goes, "You bastards aren't touching me in DC." And then she's incredible. So she's going back, and it was all, people coming out of the channel who took her home and took care of her. And it's just patriots who are helping how they can. And those patriots came down here to help when they saw what was happening. And, just like we're getting calls, they're going to continue to come. Like you said, we're going to rally to you. They're going to rally to us here.
That one act of them coming out like they did, if they came out with just 2 officers.
That's it. That's it. Politely.
It would have been nothing.
We would, yeah.
But with them all coming out like that, and that
they did the same thing.
There has to be a response.
All of a sudden, there was a swarm.
Yeah.
A swarm.
I didn't get as many as you, but I got a lot.
Yeah. Santa.
Yeah.
Like I'm more dangerous than him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, Santa,
I'm peaceful and nonviolent. I am peaceful and nonviolent. Peaceful and nonviolent.
So Santa, so you were able to get out really quickly overall, but a lot of the J6ers, people that were there January 6th are still there. One lady is asking if perhaps we could pray.
Oh, you're smart.
Not tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, for them around an American flag.
We need to pray for them every day, guys.
They
Some of
need
the
help.
stories I've heard that's come out about their treatment, it's if I don't know where they're even at, but I'm assuming they're at the same jail they would have taken me, and I thought, man, that would be the only reason I'd want to go is if maybe I could bump into a few of them. But I don't think they're out for the regular population. So,
No,
They get that ideology out. Yeah, no way.
or maybe I would have been put in with them. I don't know, but guys, look. Here's the deal: is this is tyranny, straight up, unabashed tyranny.
Abuse of power.
It's an extreme, gross abuse of power. Do I agree with everything that happened on January 6th? No, but do I also know that there was some instigators in the crowd that weren't part of that crowd to start with?
White buses.
That's kind of what scared me is when they had me in the couch and they were starting to walk me away. I saw all these uniforms rushing towards me, and I'm like, "Holy cow! What did I do? I hadn't made any sudden move.
Right.
I've been totally peaceful." And then I seen that they were not looking at me; they were looking past me.
Oh yeah.
I looked over my shoulder and I saw you guys running towards me. And I thought, oh, these two can't meet like this. And so I forget what I said. I said, I would stand down. Stand down.
Same thing I say, yeah.
And a little raptor came out of me there. Stand down! But because I know that, when tension is high like that and anger is high, all it takes is just one spark, and you got an inferno, and we can't do that. We can't let ourselves become instigated into an act of violence that it will hurt us. What happened, as you can see, what happened has helped us.
Out of the darkness comes the light. This is going to be the catalyst to get the people here we need.
That's right.
Sorry you had to go
Yeah.
through that, but thank you did.
I'm sorry I had to go through it too. It was not fun.
I hope to see lots of people out here this weekend.
I do too. So, but we can't grab victory or defeat. We can't grab
Just
victory.
a small step right now.
Can't grab defeat from the jaws of victory.
We're gonna get some rest, and
So we just make sure that when we have interactions like that with law enforcement, you know, tell them about the Constitution, tell them about, you know, but kind of, you know, you want to be, you know, you don't want to be antagonistic. Remember at the beginning of this, I told you we never want to be the antagonist.
10-4.
Yeah, Santa, I would recommend though to keep a live streamer with you for any interactions with the police.
That'll happen going forward.
When you walked away, you asked people to stay back, and I saw it on the live stream. But it would be, if they could be with you to capture everything's documented.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't expect that. The way he came to me was that he had some information for me.
Right.
And, and me being the trusting sort I am, I thought he was bringing me some information. I had no idea.
We sent all those Marines in. I start talking to them, and then you're, you know.
Driving a pickup truck with all the streamers standing around you.
What was that again?
It was the same officer.
Yeah, same one. Yep, same guy. He had tried to call me when X-Ray was up there with the Marines that were running by.
There's a distraction.
That on my phone, because I had a live stream going on my live stream phone. Does anybody know where my live stream phone is? I left it here.
It was security, yeah.
So I didn't answer it because I didn't want to miss that video I was getting. And didn't know who it was. It came up as his name.
10-4 Pastor Tony.
But when I didn't answer, I think he called twice maybe. And when I didn't answer, he came walking up. So, but I'd had a great interaction with him just before, and I had a great interaction with him there. You know, outside of the fact he put handcuffs on me, guys, it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's again, you guys, this is going to happen. We've seen this happen. The left, they get comfortable on them quite a bit too. So they get out a little bit quicker. But when you have people that sit in that office right there at the end of the street, raising money for your bill, then you can probably get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little political influence behind you, especially in this town.
Do you know Pastor Tony?
Pastor Tony?
Yeah.
He's the biggest jerk I ever met in my life.
Well, then check your text messages, brother. He's in here telling me. Yeah, he put it up.
Check his phone.
One image.
No worries, Pastor Tony. Just wanted to make sure, I didn't want to waste a gentleman's time. He liked it. He put a lot of LOLs after he said that to me.
I meant to pay him. It was only $26. Hi, Mom.
Oh my God, look at that. Tilted a little bit. Oh, that's funny. He's got the meme going.
It's me in prison orange.
That's funny.
Sitting on a...
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
That's when my beard wasn't too full. I still got them somewhere. They're probably in the truck. I used to have these Bubba teeth.
Somebody goes, Pastor, turn off caps you ain't in church because he can't put the message up.
I used to have these teeth, and at the youth camps and stuff, I'd put these teeth in, and I'd sing silly songs. And these teeth, I had them actually worked on by a dentist, and I could eat corn on the cob with them. I mean, they stuck out real far, and it really changed everything about me. They were a lot of fun, and so I've got a few pictures that he's got that he likes to doctor up, and he just made one in prison. So, I still love you.
All right, you heard it here.
So anyway, guys, good looking at me.
Thank you for coming out here. It shows great leadership in the field with your people, showing that we are not deterred.
No, I wouldn't be anywhere else. I would have been here earlier, but I didn't want to bring my truck. Actually, I thought about bringing my truck through here.
Just a Liberty lap.
Yeah, just ring it through, beat my horn on the way through, and just keep on rolling slow. But
so you got your truck back.
Yeah, I got my truck back.
Good deal.
It cost me $295. So $275 for the heavy tow and $20 for a day's storage. So,
Sorry, what do you call them? Or your what's?
Army. Sue them?
All right, sorry about that. Kind of bumped you with an elbow. Oh, that wasn't me. That was Ori. You tried to double down on me. That was me.
They're getting jumped.
Illegal to do that.
Yeah, if you guys want to rock it a little bit. Oh wait,
I'm not the kind of guy that goes after people like that. You know what I'm saying? Probably should.
Or
Yes.
the cream.
Obviously, they go after us.
Yes.
Right.
File in small claims court, so then there's no legal fees.
I just hate to be that guy. I never.
They deserve it.
I did sue one guy, his dog bit my son, and I went to him just to tell him, and he got all ticked off at me and started cussing me and stuff, and I'm like, dude. So I went back home and called my cousin, who's an attorney, or my ex-wife's cousin, who's an attorney, and said, okay, it'll be that way, then I think $18,000.
Some accountability.
Well, I had to take my son to the hospital. He bit through his shirt, I think it was. So, and plus he acted like a jerk. So, but these guys really weren't jerks. Honestly, DC Metro was good to me. They didn't treat me they very firm, but very fair. And so, oh, when they took did I tell you about my mugshot?
Smile.
I smiled, but when they took my mugshot at first, I had this shirt on, and the 1776 was like from here up, like awesome.
Nice.
Then he clipped it, or he
cropped it out.
And he took off like part of my beard and took out he just done it on purpose.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
So people wouldn't Google 1776 RM.
Dan, they threatened to arrest Ryan if he didn't move his truck.
Yeah.
But there were no signs on the entire block that said no trucks. And I walked it with the police officer on camera and got him to admit that. And so how, if you don't post a regulation, how can you just enforce something?
Shared a video that in 2020, 300 truckers did a protest in parks along Constitution Avenue.
Yes, on Constitution. And
It was 69 trucks.
21.
It was 3 weeks. Yeah, it was about 70 trucks, but I'll take 300.
Oh, okay.
Let's call it
That's
that.
what the news reporter said.
I love that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's lots of commercial vehicles.
And by the way,
parked
the
out
guy
there
who
every
led that,
day.
he's coming.
Awesome.
The guy who led that protest is coming.
Yep. Sure is.
And that's all maybe we should say.
Yeah.
Protect the gentleman, but
Yeah.
I mean, the president of the United States sent a team to negotiate with him.
But we had a different president back then.
That's correct, sir.
True.
Yep.
That's true. How was your mom doing with all of this?
Oh man, I was able to call her that first night. She was all bent out of shape. I told her, I said, I'm okay, Mom. I said, I'm fine. I said, nobody's hurting me. Nobody's, it's all good. And she's like, she was crying and all tore up. So, but I talked to her a couple times today, and so it's all good. She'll be all right. It hurts me because I knew. I'm sitting there. The first thing I began to pray for was when I was in the. Actually, when they put me in the back of the paddy wagon and start driving off, I couldn't do anything but smile.
Mhm.
I couldn't help myself. I was just smiling from ear to ear. And the reason was because I was thinking, they think they're hurting us.
Me too, except that's because I had a pretty arresting officer. I was asking her out the whole time.
So anyway, when I got
I think it's gonna work
to the
out.
jail and they put me in the cell, the first thing I started doing was praying for you guys. I was just so worried. I thought, Lord, please don't let them. I could see there was a lot of anger here. Don't let
Patricia,
them,
I know.
Get hurt. Those, they'll hurt you.
I will add, when you handed me some of the
Yes, Bobby. If you have 80 people, bring them. I could fit 80,000. Bring them. If you really do have 80 people, you send me an email. I'll connect with you on the side.
If we have faith, it's a great
convoyxray@gmail.com. If you really have 80 people, email me. I'll bring you in.
Now removed, cast into the sea, and it shall be done. This is a movement of faith. I mean, it's not about what religion you belong to or whatever. It's just about faith. It's been about faith in the American people. I've told you on and on and on that the American people would come through for us when we need it. I mean, they are coming through.
10-4.
It's going to happen. I believe in them. I wholeheartedly believe in them. Some of them want to be here so bad they can't stand it. I've talked to some of them because of legitimate reasons they can't be here.
True.
And I hurt for them because I know they want to be here. So yeah, it's old Sean, man, he got on his video today, man. He was lighting them up. He said, "Your excuses are running out." Yeah, you guys said you wanted to be a part of a convoy that would do something. Well, now obviously you got one that is, so your excuses are running out. That's my best Sean impression right there. He is, man, he is.
When I say pop the brakes, I'm gonna pull across 4 fucking lanes of traffic and I'm gonna hit the fucking brakes and everybody's gonna pop the brakes. That's my best impersonation. Yeah.
He is so bad, man.
He
don't care to. He don't care to lay it down, man. But
he's a good guy.
oh man,
He's a good
we
guy.
got a lot of great truck drivers. We got some coming here. You mentioned some names. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff from East West. He's bringing
If
5 or
they
6
wanted to see
himself.
some stuff, what address would they?
We're still using the base camp for everything that comes in there. Victoria, what is that address?
12828 Winchester Avenue, Bunker Hill, West Virginia 25413. Attention, 17.
So our friend Jeff from East West in Washington, he's bringing at least 4 after what happened with you and my video. 7 people just called him from the People's Movement. He's the state lead with the People's Movement, and I don't know if their national is gonna if Carolyn's gonna do a big thing, but Jeff and his group, they're on their way here. And people with American Freedom Convoy are here, and just regular citizens are here. So whatever group you're with, get on down here and stand up for freedom with us.
Told me that
You're welcome here. We want you here.
Some of the People's Movement didn't think that I would work with them. I'm like, I don't know whatever gave anybody that idea. I've never, I don't think I've ever excluded anybody that was peaceful.
Right.
So yeah, whatever. Like I said from the beginning of this movement, whatever patriot group you're with, as long as you're a peaceful protester, willing to take the hit that it takes to be a protester, and peacefully protest this government. Keep your leadership, keep your funding, but get here.
That's what you told me. Yeah.
Whatever your issue is, if it's Second Amendment, if it's First Amendment, if it's Fourth Amendment, if it's 10th Amendment, whatever thing that is you're passionate about, be passionate about it, but bring it here. This is where it starts. And when we were with TPC, the topic came up of going down to the Texas border.
That's right. Invited by the mayor to block his own streets.
Yeah, and that's the people that are doing that. I can't do more than 100, but 100% support what they're doing. But this is where that problem lies. DC is why they're having problems at the Texas border. It isn't in Texas.
That's right.
That's just the result of what's going on here. So, this is, to me, again, if you want to do it down there, if that's where your passion is, if that's where your heart is, that's great. I support you 100%.
And Carolyn, the leader of the People's Movement, the top national leader, if you're listening to this and you want to talk to Santa, I'll facilitate a phone call. I'll talk to you both.
Absolutely.
And so we have state leads who want to come down because we're just personal friends with them. So come on, we want y'all patriots here, and everyone is welcome.
Absolutely.
You heard Santa. You heard it here.
There's not, there's not a. This is a time for all patriots to come together and do what we're supposed to do, man.
Guys, there is a chair, but Santa's standing because he's a leader. He's standing before us like we're all standing because he's a good leader.
What would it mean for the next huge big step in getting somewhere with the people on Capitol Hill? Would it mean having meetings with the senators, congressmen? Is it straight with the president, with Joe Biden?
I would welcome a conversation with representatives, but it won't be a dog and pony show.
We want policy change.
I want to talk to people who are serious about flipping this government back the way it's supposed to be. I do still believe that there are people that sit in that Capitol building just a couple blocks away who want to see that happen. But the vast majority that sit in that building right now, they do not want to do that because they have to give up their power. And we need patriots to be filling that building now, statesmen who are more concerned about their country than they are about their own personal power. I heard one of their own, and I cannot remember who it was that said it, but he said, when you first get here, it seems like a cesspool. But after you've been here for a while, it feels like a sauna. So that's what happens is when they get in here, they come in here with good intentions. They come in here with that patriotic heart, wanting to do what's best for their people. But once you're here, this place has a way of corrupting you. Power corrupts.
Mhm.
Money corrupts.
That's right.
And so it takes a mighty big individual to look at a country or look at a business who is saying, I'll give you $1 million if you vote this way on this bill. You know, and obviously they can't take money for stuff like that, but there are ways around that. Marco Rubio was called out on stage by candidate Trump at that time, and he actually showed us on that stage how they do it. Rubio had bought a house for like $126,000 in Florida, and not long after he bought that house, a special interest firm came in and paid him like $250,000 for it.
What house costs $100,000?
Right.
Florida.
Well, I'm just using those.
And then he gets paid right back. Yeah.
You know, so he made, basically he doubled his money on that house. It's legal. They're just buying a house off of it. But it's not morally right.
That's right.
It's not morally right to do that. And, you know, that's how they do stuff like that. Is, you know, it's a swamp. It is a swamp.
10-4.
And some wise man recently said that it's hard to drain a swamp when the alligators are making the rules.
It's not
Some
too
great
short.
philosophers.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, guys, have fun. Yeah. Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Santa, thanks for coming out, brother. Glad to have you back. All right, guys, you saw it here. Santa's here. Somebody said, when's Santa going to go beat the people in D.C.? Well, he's doing it right now. You silly sillies, he's doing it right now. We're here in D.C. We are still on the National Mall. We are still on the mall. There's the Washington. I'll show you the Washington Monument, y'all. It's right there. See the Washington Monument right at the end of the block, guys, right there. You want to see the Capitol? I'll take you up to see the Capitol, and I'm going to pop over and talk to Santa and Raptor here in a little bit about some things we've been talking about in his absence. And look, guys, here's the Capitol building. You want to know if I'm still in D.C.? I'm right here on the Capitol Mall. I'm a half a block from where I was arrested. My freedom was taken, and I was put in a cage. Santa was put in a cage. Our freedoms are being taken more and more and more and more every day. We need you patriots to show up. Now, whether you're with the People's Movement or whether you're with American Freedom Convoy or, you know, if you're with 1776 Restoration Movement, if you're looking for a home with people who feel like you do, right? If you're looking for a sense of community, I want you to come out and join us this weekend. Everyone is welcome. We want tens of thousands of people this weekend. Everyone is welcome, no matter what organization you're with. If you're peaceful and nonviolent, come out and join us. We have no intention to storm or take any buildings. We don't intend to take any prisoners or anything like that, right? We're going to peacefully assemble. We're going to wave flags, and we're going to demand that our government wake up to the notion that our freedoms are being eroded. We're here for freedom of choice, people, freedom of choice in the United States of America. We're here to stop police brutality in the United States of America and abuse of power from our elected and appointed officials. All right, the American people aren't going to continue to tolerate it, and you're going to see all the patriots who show up here to hold the line with me and my man Raptor, who's been keeping us safe in the quiet this whole time. Big shout out to Spider too for the back patrols. But hey, get out here. We need you right now. This is the time to stand up, or they're going to do this to you over and over and over and over and over again. Come out and hold the line. We have 5 or 6 more people showed up already. You know, new people have just showed up. They keep showing up. We have more people, and they keep showing up all the time. We've got people who called Santa that I was on the phone with last night saying they're coming. I've been getting text messages today from big truck drivers letting me know that they are coming. All right. If you're upset about what happened on January 6th, and if you're upset about those prisoners who have been held since then, political prisoners, come out. All right. If you're upset with gas prices and diesel prices and you want those to go down, come out. And maybe we can get the highway taxes, right? Some of the road taxes that are associated with fuel to be dropped. And let's talk about it, or at least reduced. So we need you to come out. We need your help. We need everyone out here. And this is your chance to stand up for freedom. The ladies are here. The gentlemen are here. All different age groups are here. We have children who are out here. We're putting everything on the live stream so you know what's true. and I need you. Please, please, please come out. I need you. I need you. I need you to come out. Please come out. Every single one of you. We need every single one of you here, and there's no time to waste. This is it, guys. Spider, awesome job on the patrols, keeping us safe on the backside. Awesome job, sir. A gentleman keeps us safe. He's a smart guy. All right, here we go. The Patriots are still here. Patriots are going nowhere. Come rally to our banner and hold the line with us. Santa is here in the field with us. All right, he stands tall for freedom. And you see it. We're here on the National Mall. The Washington Monument behind us. The Capitol building in front of us. We need you to come out with us with your flags. Fly your American flags high. And appeal to heaven. Somebody said, does God have a flag? Yeah, I saw it today in church. It says an appeal to heaven and it's got a pine tree on it. George Washington style. The Patriots are here and the Patriots aren't going anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. We need you guys. We need you to come out and help us. We can't do this on our own. There's no way that we can make it to the end zone of freedom without you. We need you guys to come out here. Hey, have a great night, brother. Okay, sweet. We can't do this without you. We really, really need you guys. Sorry, I know the light's not amazing, but it's a pretty cool background in this beautiful building. All right, we need you. I need you now. We need you to come out tonight. We need you to come out tomorrow. We need you to make sure you're here this weekend. All right, Saturday and Sunday, all day long. We're gonna have a big freedom party. We're gonna have a huge freedom party all day long on Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna have security here. Okay, just come and bring your vehicle. We're gonna have some people looking out for everyone to make sure they're safe. There'll be lots of police around to keep you safe, and we have no intention of rioting in any way. We don't want that. We want to be a peaceful, nonviolent movement for domestic policy change. And after we saw what happened to Santa and what happened to me, we're going to bring attention to the corrupt policing tactics in the United States as well, and the corruption that is experienced in our criminal justice system. We're going to talk about our criminal justice system. We're also going to talk about diesel prices. We're also going to talk about gas prices. All right. Come on out. We're going to talk about J6 political prisoners. Okay. Whatever it is that's on your mind that frustrates you or that's caused you to maybe not be able to live as fully in the recent past, you come out here and you stand up for freedom and you bring your flag, and you're going to find like-minded patriots who have your back. Like Scott. Cool. All right. Let's cut it off. Hey, any final words for anybody? How motivational was it, to have Santa come out here and join us? What do you think, Scott?
Can
I hit the light? Is that okay? I can't even see you. It might be really bright.
At midnight, the guy just got out of jail today, and he come all the way back in here to see us.
At midnight.
That just shows what kind of a leader he is.
It's a hell of a leader.
It shows that he's not going anywhere either. And here I am, getting ready to go to work in 5 hours.
I was about to say, you're about to go work a long shift at the fire department, saving people's lives.
But
and you're here holding the line to keep us safe.
If we had more people, it would be that much easier.
That's right.
And the more people we can get, the more we can divide up the jobs, and the more of a presence we can make.
That's right.
And the more people, the ball rolls, the more motivation there is. The more people see that, more people come.
10-4.
It's like the whole 3%er thing where they said only 3% of the people stood up in the revolution. It's easy to do patriot shit when you're risking it's hard to do patriot shit when you're risking everything.
That's right.
But when there's other people out there doing it, you're not risking much, it's easier to do it. So
yep.
Get off your couch. We love having you on the live feeds, but we'd rather have you here with us.
We need you. We need you now. Please come out and join us. We need you so much, Patriots. We're on the National Mall. We're not going anywhere. We're having a big rally. All right, rally to our banners. Come to our banners and our standards. See our American flags waving high and come and join us. We want you to be here. The Patriots are here. It's after midnight and we're awake and we're standing tall for freedom, and we want you here with us, all right? Love you guys a lot. They say hi, Scott. Jen says, hi, Scott, my fellow Black Jeep bandit. Oh, he took off. He's gone. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. But Jen, thank you so much for everything you've done to help on the channel, and Sylvia and, all the moderators. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if Rhonda was there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to go try to get some shut-eye You know what I mean? Change my boxers, that kind of stuff. Have a good night tonight, baby wipe shower sort of situation. It's gonna be fun. All right, you visionaries do what you want with that imagery. Jen says, "What's up, fellow Black Jeep Bandit?" And have a good night, Chariot.
Band is rolling.
Come on down, guys. I can't wait to see you, Tate. I can't wait to see you, Bruce. Tater, come on. We need you guys. Can't wait to see you, Jeff. Can't wait to see you. I love you guys. Have a great night.